The guy I'm talking to called me a crazy red flag. I've been talking to this guy for about 3 months. We usually text pretty consistently throughout the day. The last week or so, he has started significantly texting less. He says work is very busy. Oh, it's always the work is very busy.
It's always this consistently texting less. Like,
Yeah.
why are we bothering?
It's always the breadcrumb, so that it's because, I'll tell you why. It's because they're emotionally immature and they're too scared or weak to just tell you how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Or the other option is they're also emotionally immature, but they have a better option, you know, on the back burner, and they're just keeping you along. Just in case something else doesn't work out, they can always go back to you.
Yeah. I've done this recently, this like...
The breadcrumbing to
the bread.
man.
No. Had the breadcrumbing done to me.
Okay.
And I remember talking to like Rebecca about it. And she was like, yeah, you know, I think we can read the signs. And I was like, no. Like, he's definitely busy with work.
His work is in his busy season. He really just can't even give me the time of day.
He's so busy. It's so funny because our one best friend, Laura, she is like my go-to for advice. It's so... I don't know why, because it's not like she's like beyond experienced in dating, but she's like...
It's not like she's smart or anything.
She always gives good advice. And multiple people that I've kind of like dated, and like this specific one that this happened to me, I'm always like, oh, what's gonna happen, whatever. I hate that they can't just like tell me straight up. One thing Laura always says to me is men always come back. They always end up coming back. And I'm like, Laura, I have never had a man come back.
It's always when you least expect it, though.
No, but she keeps telling me that, and I have literally never had that happen to me. Not the breadcrumbing, not someone who's cut it off. Like, they never, I don't know, she's always like, it doesn't matter how, unless they literally look you in the eye and say, like, we are never, ever getting back together, like, ever. She says they always end up coming back, and I'm like...
I think you think that because... No, I feel like they do, Erin. I feel like there's still people from high school that try to text you and DM you.
But not people that I actually, like, dated.
See, I think it's not people that you actually really like. But it's not that people...
There's no one that I've ever dated that has come back and been like, how are you?
Can I out something, though? Your main, like, long-term relationship, it wasn't a clean break. Because Erin and this person, they had a really long relationship. So then when they broke up, it wasn't, like, a clean break. Like, you guys communicated for a long time, like, going back and forth.
But I think that's different than just, like, seeing someone for a while and then, like, them playing some little game and then thinking, oh, they always come back. Because that wasn't just him coming back. That was, like, us trying to figure out how to break up something after many, many years.
Yeah. I wonder, though, if it just happens and you just don't even realize it because it's not people that you're like, I don't know.
I really don't think so.
Interesting. Well, maybe it just hasn't happened yet. Because I saw the same TikToks when one time I really liked a guy and then this thing happened, the breadcrumb and then the ghosting. And one thing I'm proud of is I was talking about him like later on to my best friend, and she was like, oh my God, the amount of times he ignored you. And I was like, no, he ignored me one time. Because the first time somebody doesn't text me back, I will never talk to them again.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like, not that I pride myself, but I really, really try so hard when after a breakup or you like a guy and they don't like you back, I do not text them.
Yeah.
No matter what. No matter how much I want to, I'm like, I will not pick up the phone and text them.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of myself for that. But throughout all that time after this person stopped talking to me, I would see all these TikToks being like, oh no, they always come back saying the same thing. All these videos being like, it might not happen after 1 or 2 or 6. It could be 5 years, but they always come back.
5 years?
And I have had people text me after like an extremely long time. Yeah.
Lose my number.
I know. It's really weird. I just don't answer, though.
Yeah, no. I almost was that person, though, with this person that did the breadcrumbs thing to me. It was within the last year, and he had a dog that I was obsessed with. And when I started thinking recently about getting a dog, I really just wanted to be like, who's your breeder? Like, I'm so sorry if this is weird. Like, I just...
Yeah.
Like, loved that dog. It was, like, healthy, you know, bred well, and I just wanted to be like, you know, where did you get your dog from? But I was like, how psychotic would I come off if after, like, 6 months of not speaking after you just breadcrumbed me, I was like, hey, sorry if this is a little strange. You're probably dating someone else. That's probably why you dropped me. But, like, where'd you get your dog?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a weirdo, but like, can we be adults? Like, just tell me where you got your dog.
Inherently, it's not that weird, but you would never be able to convince them that that's the only reason you're texting.
I know. But I also think that comes from, like, I'm a very stable-minded person, and I'm literally texting you to ask where you got your dog. But you're the one that couldn't even just break things off with me. So that's why you're going to be the crazy one thinking that I'm not simply texting you about a dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Should we go back into the story?
Yes.
Okay. So they've been talking for 3 months. This last week or so, he has started significantly texting less. He says work is very busy. Totally fine, completely understandable. Last week he told me next week will be better. Well, here we are. He's continuing to do the same thing. Leave me undelivered for hours, barely talking to me. I can't remember the last time we had an actual conversation. He doesn't ask me anything about me or what's going on with me. I understand if work is busy. I don't need constant communication all day. But he used to text on his morning break and on his lunch. Now he doesn't even do that. It's pretty obvious he is losing feelings and pulling away. We mostly talk on Snapchat, where I've sent him a few sexy pics. I make sure my face is never in any of the pics.
That's what he's keeping you around for.
Yeah, literally. Anyway, yesterday I kind of got fed up with his lack of effort and communication and deleted all the pics he saved in our chat that I had sent him. My train of thought is that if you can't make time for me, I'm not that important to you, and you're probably going to ghost, you don't get my pics. Slay. It takes 2 seconds to send a text on lunch or break. If he wanted to talk to me, he would. I never sent him any nasty messages or blew up his phone. I simply just deleted the pics. He finally messaged me back last night, basically calling me crazy, and a red flag going from 1 to 1,000 because I deleted the pics. Like he was literally sending me gifs of red flags. Girl. We're done.
He's literally the red flag.
I tried to explain my reasoning, but he kept deflecting, calling me crazy. I also told him he was kind of hurting my feelings by saying that, and he just proceeded to make a joke instead of addressing what I had just said. I don't feel like deleting the pics was a crazy thing to do. I feel like this is just him gaslighting me. But now he's got me convinced that maybe it was crazy. No, he's gaslighting you.
He's 100% gaslighting
successfully.
You. He's crazy. You are not crazy. He's playing the little game, and you were like, yeah, let me just defend myself, and he's blowing up because he's crazy.
Yeah, he's manipulating you.
Yeah. End of discussion.
Blocked.
Done.
That's just a perfect example of when someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Oh, yeah. That's the truth. True colors always come out.
Mm-hmm.